Hey guys, it's Nurse Jet, Nursing the Truth. I hope everyone is having a great day. So I have some more interesting finds for you today. You know, as usual, Nurse J just comes creeping along the books and the documents and the internet archives and Wikipedia. You just never know what I'm going to find to tell you today. And I'm so excited because as truth unveils, as I've been telling you, it all comes together piece by piece. Now, it may take us a long time to fit all these little puzzle pieces together, but as great minds think alike, we will come to the conclusion. So, as we have been talking about the, Judah, Yehuda, and the maps of 1747 and in the early 1700s, and the Kingdom of Judah is in Africa, which was in the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade. So, what do you think about the Yehuds in Egypt? You know, as I've told you, the priests of Osiris were called Yehuds or Yehudas. There is a wonderful, wonderful book by Robert Saba, S-A-B-B-A-H, Roger Saba. Not Robert, it was Roger. It's online for free. And it talks about the Hebrews of the Exodus. Wonderful book. And it's all Egyptian literature with everything else. So you must read it. Now, I keep getting this hair on my arm and I'm thinking, what is this? Okay, here we go. Something was tickling in my arm and I found it. Yes, and it's one of my long hairs. Anyway, so let's go about the city. Okay, so Heliopolis, right? So you have Heliopolis that was in the Bible, the city of On, like O-N. It's called like the city of lights. Also, it was called the city of An or Anu. Wow, city of Anu, right? The head daddy of the gods of Sumerian Trinity. Now, the Egyptian word for the Heliopolis or Leonopolis is Netahut. It is the Greek name for the modern area. This is called Tell-El-Yahudiya, okay? Or the Egyptian Arabic for Jewish mound. Now, that's a deeper subject. So, in Heliopolis, the city of On, the city of Anu, which were your high priest in Egypt, friends. One of the most elaborate cities where the high priest were. Now, the city of Thoth or Hermopolis, where you get Hermes from the Greeks when they came in for Thoth. They were a very, powerful priesthood as well. And you had Memphis was Ptah. But Osiris was at Heliopolis. And you had his priesthood, the Yehuds. I dare you to find this information. So, here you have Heliopolis, called for the modern era Tell-El-Yahudiya or Tell-El-Yahudiya, which in the Egyptian Arabic means Jewish mound. Yahud, Yahuda, Yahudi, Jew, Yahud. And this place was an Egyptian city of Egypt in the 13th nome or governorship in Lower Egypt. And it was on the Pelusiac branch of the Nile. So, it says that Netahut, which was the word, the delta site of Tell-El-Yahudiya, mound of the Jews, probably dates to at least as early as the Middle Kingdom. Hello? Middle Kingdom? Let's check. Let's see when the Middle Kingdom is. So let's do this. Middle Kingdom. Let's see, Middle Kingdom. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Middle Kingdom of Egypt. Oh, 2050 BCE to around 1710 BCE. So, during the Middle Kingdom period, Osiris became the most important deity in popular religion. Oops! Check it, Nurse J. You know your stuff, baby. Okay, and it's right here, friends. Right here. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, Middle Kingdom of Egypt. So, you know, you don't think I'm just reading from some BS. So now let's go back. Okay. Now, it says that this mound of Jews probably dates to at least as early as the Middle Kingdom and seems to have been occupied right up to the Roman period. Ooh. Tell-El-Yahudiya was first excavated and published by Neville in 1890 and Petrie, Sir William Petrie, in 1906, and later investigated by Dubuisson for the French Archaeological Institute. So, in the reign of Ptolemy, Philometor, he was lived between 180 to 145 BCE. A temple modeled after that of Jerusalem was founded by the exiled Jewish priest Onanas IV. So let's think about this. If, for some reason, why would a Jewish person, the white ones, come back into Egypt? Because Josephus talks about this. Why would he come out of this, quote, Jerusalem to go into Egypt and then let him build a temple in Egypt? But I thought that these were your slaveholders and your captives. Why would you want to go back and build a temple in Egypt? The Hebrew colony, which was attracted by the establishment of their national worship at Heliopolis, and which was increased by the refugees from the oppressions of the Seleucid kings in Judea, flourished there for more than 3 centuries afterwards. After the outbreak of the Jewish War, the Heliopolis temple was closed in the 1st century CE amid the general backlash against Judaism. So let's see. The Yahuds, the Jews, went back to Africa, Egypt. And let's see what else it has to say. Now, what I just read to you was, so you won't think I'm making it up, people. It's Wikipedia under Leontopoulos, Leontopolis, and for the modern term called Tell-El-Yahudiya, Egyptian Arabic Jewish mound. Now, the second website that I'm reading from is called egyptsites.wordpress.com. Okay? Talking about Tell-El-Yahudiya. Love it when a plan is exposed. So, the Delta site of Tell-El-Yahudiya, let's go back. The Delta site of Tell-El-Yahudiya, mound of the Jews, which was in Heliopolis, which was in the religious site of Osiris in the Middle Kingdom of 2050 BCE to approximately 1710 BCE. Because, as you know, the priest of Osiris, the high priest, were called Yahuds or Yahudas. Oh, friends, do your research and you will find who the real Jews were. Now, but it's not the religion. The religion that those people had was not what some of these carry, you see. Now, let's see. It was built in the 2nd century BCE, remember, modeled after that, by a Jewish priest called Ononis IV, who was given permission by Ptolemy IV Philometor to build a temple modeled on the temple in Jerusalem. The town was constructed for Jewish exiles from Jerusalem and flourished for 200 years before the temple was closed by Vespasian in 71. Okay, so let's think about this. In this thing, it was saying that Ptolemy IV Philometor to build a temple modeled on the temple in Jerusalem. And the town was constructed, and this town, the town was constructed for these types of Jewish exiles. Sorry, guys. And these exiles flourished for 200 years before the temple was closed by Vespasian. So you mean to tell me that when all of these wars were going on, like I said, they left the Levant, per se. They came into Heliopolis, or Leonopolis, which is called City of Lions. Oh, please check it out. And they lived in this town and flourished for over 200 years. But get this. They were at this temple here, And then Vespasian destroys the temple in the Levant. Okay. Hope you're understanding this. Onias's temple in town was only a small part of the whole site, however, which had been called by the ancient Egyptians Natahut and the city of lions by the Greeks. The site dates to at least as early as the Middle Kingdom, like I've already said. And let's see here what else they said. They do talk about the Hyksos people, but it says that the Hyksos people were of Asiatic origin, which that would mean Asia Minor, who were known to have gradually infiltrated the Delta regions during the late Middle Kingdom, becoming a very powerful force in Egypt during the Second Intermediate Period. Tell-El-Yahudiya may have been one of their strongholds, although some Egyptologists regard the structure as religious than a military. Little of the enclosure walls survive today. You're going to love this. And this is why I had to share this. It says, remains of the colossal statues of Ramesses II have been found inside the northern part of the enclosure, and it is thought that he may have also built a temple here. On the western side of the enclosure wall was a temple of Ramesses III, and probably a palace which was decorated with cartouches and rosettes and flowers and birds. Pottery dating to the Middle Kingdom and Hyksos period found at the site is especially characterized by a type of juglet named Tell-El-Yahudiya ware, which were manufactured from black fire clay and decorated. This city is about 20 kilometers to the north of Cairo, and it is off the road to Ishmael. Almost sounds like Ishmael. So you can get that off of egyptsites.wordpress.com. And what is striking, if you go to the egyptsites.wordpress.com, if you pull up some of these pictures that are, you know, engraved, and it's all Egyptian stuff, y'all, this is dark people. I mean, these are the black Yahuds. These are the black Jews of Egypt and Africa. I'm going to show you a picture. Because it's showing, let me go back here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you that this is what they found, okay? Now, I'm going to get the bigger picture here. Now, you tell me if this isn't some black lady. I mean, I don't know. What you think? And what about, oh, darn it. I didn't hit my thing now. Oh, I get so excited when I find stuff. Okay, here we go. Come on, monuments. All right, here we go. Okay, that was one lady. Okay, here's another one. Guys, I don't know. What you think? I mean, this isn't real. I mean, these are dark people. I mean, this is a little bit lighter skin, black, I'm thinking. But these, that's a black lady for sure. Now, I can't get anything up on this one, but anyway. But, y'all, that's a black lady. I don't care what you say. And that's, I can't hardly get on that one. But anyway. So, it's getting clear and more clear that there was a type of people living in Egypt and Africa that had types of civil laws and religious ceremonies, but it was nothing like this. Now, we know that Akhenaten was crazy, guys. And I can see, too, in the scriptures when he says the chosen. And then the people there now, they took from what he was saying about his group of people. There was a mixture of people that he had. He had Egyptians. Hello. And he had, you know, Shasu. He had Bedouins. He even had Bedouins guarding his city of Aten. Nomadic tribes, Asiatics. And if you read in the scriptures, it said intermixed with multitudes. So, I beg of you to read that book by Roger Saba online. The Hebrews and the origins of the Exodus. It's very easy to find. Type in his name and just put Exodus. And you'll find it. And it's online and it's like 250 pages. And he tells you about the Exodus. And it was about Akhenaten. And he goes into the Yahuds and the Yehudas and the Osiris priesthood. Please check it out. Until next time, I hope all this is sparking some suspicion. So anyway, as Nurse J says, everything comes back to Egypt and Africa and Ethiopia and Nubia is the oldest civilizations even before my beloved. So anyway, everything streams uphill because as we know, the very first nomes were in Upper Egypt and then it goes all the way to Lower Egypt, which is the Delta Nile that looks so beautifully as a lotus flower. Until next time, guys, Hotep, Ashe, and we shall see you soon, guys.